My name's Charles Fox. I go by Bill. I had my surgery on April 13th, 2009.
My name is Tina. I had a gastric bypass done a little over a year ago.
Well, I'm Matt Walker, and this is my wife Shauna, and I had the gastric bypass surgery.
My name is Sandy Lees, and I had a gastric bypass in April 28th, 2009.
I'm Rick Lees. I'm 52. I weighed close to 300 pounds.
My name is Shelley. I had the lap band surgery, and I had it 6.5 years ago. And I'll be honest, if I had to do it again tomorrow, I wouldn't hesitate. It's one of the best things I ever did.
Probably one of the best decisions I've ever made.
It has changed the quality of life that I live now. It's totally amazing.
A life change, total life change.
It didn't save my life, it gave me my life back.
Life before my surgery was a challenge. I got to a point where I didn't want to go anywhere, I wouldn't do anything.
I had a tough time sleeping. I had a tough time just doing normal things.
The day before my surgery, I weighed 464 pounds.
My dad died at 12, and even the salesman, when I was there getting fitted for the suit, was making fun of me because that short of legs and that big of a waist, how am I supposed to get this right? And so that it always hurt.
I had acid reflux, really bad. It attacked me almost nightly. Couldn't do anything with it.
It was hard for me to play with my grandchildren. I had stopped doing the things that I enjoyed doing, as in going outdoors, because the walking and everything was hard.
After the 4th child, I found that I couldn't lose. And there's something that happens to a woman's psyche when you can't lose weight and you think you can. You almost want to give up. And that's where I started realizing I was losing an emotional battle with my weight. And it was miserable.
I'd been trying to lose weight for over 5 years, and I was gaining more than I was losing. I'd lose 5 pounds and gain 15. And it was just a constant battle. I just wasn't getting anywhere.
When you're heavier, your mind you think differently.
I didn't realize it at that time, but now I realize that it really hindered my life a lot.
And now I've lost 180 pounds. I haven't been this small since I was 10 years old.
Well, I've lost 143 pounds in 5.5 months, and I've lost 10 inches around my waist. I was wearing 44-inch pants. Today I'm wearing 34s, and they actually fit on me fairly loose. The last time I wore 34s, I think I was 20 years old. I'm now 50, so yeah, it's totally awesome. So.
Today I weigh 254 pounds. I've lost exactly 210 pounds. And I chase my year-old grandson around the yard like it's nothing.
In that war that I was fighting, I finally had somebody on my side. You know, I wasn't just now the general, the commander, and all the fighting forces. I had somebody on my side to help me fight the battle, and that made all the difference.
I had a guy that worked with me for 15 years right beside me. And I seen him after I lost about, I'd say about 80 pounds. And he walked up to my truck and I said hello to him. And he didn't even know who I was. He looked at me and says, "Do I know you?" And I says, "Yeah, you know me, but and he had to think for a minute, and then he goes, "Oh my gosh," and he couldn't believe it. He was just totally shocked. So.
People don't recognize him.
I run around, I chase my kids all over. I jump like I'm a crazy wild animal and make all sorts of funny gestures, and it's a blast. I can go into any store and walk out with clothing and not pay double for it, and that feels good too.
Yeah, that part's good.
You know, I went on a 20-mile bike ride last week in Moab. So there were hills. It wasn't just a nice, flat, easy ride. And that's something I never would have even tried to do before. But I did it, I accomplished it, and I felt great about myself.
After my surgery, and I lost, I think it was about 3 months out, and we hugged, and he says, "Oh, look at this, I can get my arms fully around you now." And so between his weight loss and my weight loss, then we can each
we were
put
close.
our arms around each other.
It was unusual. It was different. We've been married for 25 years, and this is the first time we've been able to.
Both so big that our arms would only reach so far, and now we can reach clear around.
Yeah.
I don't believe I have been this size, honestly, since I was a freshman in high school. So, I mean, I'm almost 40 years old, and I feel like I'm a teenager.
My son and I were out shooting a model rocket off, and it landed in the top of the tree. This was back in June, just three months after my surgery, and I actually was able to jump up and grab the limb, pull myself up into that tree, and climb up in there and retrieve the rocket. It's like, you know, 4 months before that, I'd have never got up in that tree.
And I made a commitment that day that I would never be embarrassed about what I had done, and I would never keep it a secret, and I would always be here to help Dr. Richards in any way I could, because she changed my life.
Well, you want to see your kids and your grandkids grow up, and I have a little one that lives with me, and she just says, "Grandpa, you're just skinny." And I said, "I'm just skinny." She says, "Yeah, you're just skinny." And she says, "But I love you anyway."